Battle through the firmament. Grand world. Chapter 363. Zuna woke up. When Xiaoyan returned with the poison-dissolving pill, on the heavenly peak, Kalen was the only one taking care of Zuna. Guyuan and Zhu Kun had been taking care of her for a while, but Kalen persuaded them to go back. After all, Zuna was unconscious now, so it was meaningless for them to stay here. After listening to Xiaoyan's story, a trace of panic appeared on Kalen's cold and elegant face. Looking at Xiaoyan's tired face, Kalen's heart felt like it was pricked by a needle, and she felt a slight pain in her heart. Extending her hand to wipe away some of the dust on Xiaoyan's face, Kalen gently said, "Don't force yourself. If you are hurt, even if Sister Zuna wakes up, she will be as sad as me." Xiaoyan grabbed Kalen's delicate hand and nodded silently. He kissed the forehead of the former and whispered in her ear, "For you, I am willing to do anything for you." A flush suddenly surfaced on Kalen's cold and pretty face when she heard this. There was an additional moisture in her pretty eyes, causing her eyes to become blurry. She entered Zuna's room with Kalen. With Kalen's careful care, they entered Zuna's house. Although Zuna's face was still slightly pale, her face was as delicate as ever. Her skin was tender like jade, causing Xiaoyan to feel pity in his heart. After taking out the poison-dissolving pill, Xiaoyan pondered for a moment. He held it in his mouth and gently bit it with his teeth. He slowly pressed it against Zuna's red lips and put the medicine pill into her mouth. Seeing Zuna's throat subconsciously move, Xiaoyan let out a soft sigh just now. After which, his eyes were filled with hope as he looked at Zuna. The poison-dissolving pill had already been consumed. Next, he could only anxiously wait for Zuna to wake up. His palm was pressed against Zuna's abdomen. By relying on his sensitive spiritual strength, Xiaoyan was vaguely able to sense the changes within Zuna's body. After the poison-dissolving pill entered the ball of poisonous gas that was sealed by Grandma Bai, it was like snow touching boiling water, and the distance between them started to dissipate. Gradually, traces of black substance began to appear on Zuna's tender white skin. When the black substance touched the air, it immediately turned into a layer of faint white powder. Seeing the black substance discharged from her body, Xiaoyan could not help but be overjoyed. This indicated that the poison in Zuna's body was continuously expelled from her body under the effect of the poison-dissolving pill. Woo! After an unknown amount of time, Zuna's body slightly moved and a soft roar suddenly sounded. It was like a thunderclap that instantly alarmed Xiaoyan and also made Kalen, who was at the side, happy. Seeing Zuna gradually open her eyes, Xiaoyan's heart was filled with excitement. He stretched out his trembling hands and caressed Zuna's hair. He opened his mouth and did not know what to say for a moment. Husband Xiaoyan, Sister Lin. Zuna's beautiful eyes slowly focused. When she saw Xiaoyan and Kalen in the room, her nose twitched and 2 lines of clear tears flowed out of her eyes. Xiaoyan saw this and felt pain in his heart. He hurriedly hugged Zuna and softly said, "Zuna, it's fine, it's fine." Kalen, who was at the side, covered her mouth. Because of her excitement, her beautiful eyes were filled with water vapor and she forcefully held back her tears. I thought I would never see you guys again." Zuna's head was buried in Xiaoyan's chest as she sobbed. In the illusory spirit space, after she accidentally got hit by the poison, she did not have any strength left in her body and her mind was in a daze. Very quickly, she lost consciousness. Just a moment ago, she felt a pain in her heart, but it did not reach her. In this kind of place, she was separated from Xiaoyan. When she opened her eyes again and saw Xiaoyan's face in front of her eyes, Zuna felt an overwhelming sense of relief. Xiaoyan hugged Zuna tightly as if he was afraid that the beauty in his arms would disappear. He hugged her soft and bony body and felt a lingering fear in his heart. If something really happened to Zuna, what would happen to him? After sobbing for a moment, Zuna finally raised her head. Both of her hands tightly grabbed onto Xiaoyan's clothes. Her eyes were slightly red and swollen, and there were tears in them, making one feel pity for her. "Sister Zuna, Xiaoyan has been busy for a few days. You just woke up and your body is still very weak. Let him rest for a while. I will help you wipe your body. Kaylin went forward and saw the trace of weakness between Zana's brows. Her hand gently wiped the latter's tears and softly said, seeing the tiredness that was lingering on Xiaoyan's face, Zana obediently nodded her head and then kissed Xiaoyan's cheek like a chick pecking on food. Her pretty face revealed a blissful expression. Being able to see Xiaoyan again, this feeling of surviving a disaster was too good. After comforting Zana for a while, Xiaoyan got up and left. He had been really tired these few days. He hadn't had a good rest. He had only been concocting pills for a few days. Although he was resting, his mind was still thinking about Zana. The exhaustion in his body and mind made him feel weak after he relaxed. When he returned to the house, boundless fatigue surged over like a tidal wave. Xiaoyan could not hold on any longer and fell asleep. When Zana woke up, his worried heart also fell. This sleep was extremely deep. By the time Xiaoyan woke up, an unknown amount of time had already passed. Just as he got up, a piece of soft jade rushed into his embrace. Without needing to look, one would know that it was Zana, this lass. Husband Xiaoyan, I heard Sister Lin say it. You have worked hard these days. As she spoke, Zana squeezed into Xiaoyan's arms like a little sheep and hugged his waist tightly. Silly, you are my wife. For you, I should do anything. While hugging Zana's waist, Xiaoyan smelled the faint fragrance of her hair and his tone was full of love. Zana's eyes reddened when she heard this. Tears of happiness quietly flowed down her face. When she heard that Xiaoyan was confronting Ma Huyang and over a dozen Monarch Emperor-level expert in Silver Moon Mountain in order to obtain the blood essence of the heavenly beast, she felt an incomparable pain in her heart. Husband Xiaoyan, you must not take such a risk in the future. If anything happens to you, Sister Lin will also be sad. Tears wiped away Xiaoyan's clothes and Zana looked up and said softly. Xiaoyan's heart ached when he heard this. These few days, he had been running around for Zana but he did not take into account Kaylin's feelings. Although she did not say it out loud, the worry in her heart was no less than Zana's. I'm sorry, it will not happen again. Both of you are my most important people. I promise, in the future, no matter what, I will not let you suffer any harm. Xiaoyan whispered softly into Zana's ear. A determination quietly surfaced in his eyes. Zana's awakening finally caused the rock in Xiaoyan's heart to fall. During these few days, he had also obtained the help of many people. Grandma Bai, Ran Hong, Ma Huyang, Wu Shaoqi, and even Lin Dao. Xiaoyan could only silently remember these kindness in his heart. Currently, he did not have the strength to repay her. He could only wait until the future. In the next few days, Xiaoyan temporarily put everything aside and spent a few days with Zana and Kaylin. During this period, he also refined a few medicine pills to treat Zana's weak body. Ran Hong had really come to pay a visit. Regarding the former, Xiaoyan naturally did not show any neglect. He did not hide anything about Ran Hong's question. Xiaoyan's special knowledge of alchemy also gave the latter a kind of sudden enlightenment. A few days passed by in a hurry. From Ran Hong's side, Xiaoyan also knew that Ma Huyang had successfully completed the graduation test. His strength had naturally reached the 4th Monarch Emperor. After that, Ma Huyang left the Yunlo Academy and headed to other places in the Star Moon Spirit domain to cultivate. When they met again, they would be 2 years later, in the 4 Academies competition. In the Yunlo Academy, there was only Xiaoyan's Saint rank trial participant left. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.